manufacturing iPhones in India to American-owned e-commerce giant Amazon creeping into the Indian consumer market. Trade between India and the US has grown steadily ever since India's economy began to take off in the mid-1990s and its information technology sector shot to prominence in the early 2000s. Presently, India is now United States' 9th largest trading partner, while the US is India's 2nd largest trade partner.
India-US partnership is often described as the defining relationship of the 21st century because of the nature of their democracies and all that. India has become an important trading partner for the United States over the past 2 decades. And we can see the regular exchange of high-level political visits in the last 2 decades has provided sustained momentum to bilateral cooperation. And also India's ties with the US are now at all-time high. I mean, it's a good thing between 2 large democracies. The United States remained India's largest trading partner in 2019 with just in the goods and services sector itself is about 60 billion and imports from India is at about 88 billion. And just as a matter of fact, the US has surpassed China to become India's top trading partner, showing greater economic ties between the 2 countries, that is India and the United States.
From the 1999 to 2018, trade in goods and services between the 2 nations surged from $16 billion to about $146.1 billion in the 2019. In fact, US has become India's one of the largest direct investors with $45.9 billion in 2019, with an increase of 8.1 since the 2018, led by professional, scientific and technical services, manufacturing sector and wholesale trade.
The United States seeks an expanded trade relationship with India that is reciprocal and fair. In 2019, overall US-India trade stands at 149 billion. US energy exports, an important growth of relationship between India and US. And the cooperation in the education sector, as we all know, I mean, the number of Indian students going to the United States, it's almost 2 lakh Indian students went to the United States, and it's contributing quite a bit to the US economy. I mean, if you look at, I was reading in the newspaper yesterday, it's equivalent to close to $8 billion contribution to the US economy.
However, with COVID-19 coming into play, the Indo-US bilateral trade has been adversely affected. Total trade between the 2 countries, which grew at 10% year-on-year basis, has dropped by as much as 25% in the first half of this year.
Some of the major sectors that can benefit while in doing business with the US would be those which are predominantly sourced out of China, and for which all the US importing companies would be looking at alternative sources. In most of Europe or US or even around the world, household goods, small items, which China has excelled now in producing in bulk, mass producing, and then selling them at pretty reasonable or cheap prices. Now, Indian MSMEs have the capacity and the capability to develop those similar items, whether it is some small toys or scissors or small items of utility, like furnitures or small plastic items or small metallic items. All these things, most of these have more or less become nearly 100% concentrated into China as being the source for most of US and other countries. Now that is something that all these countries are now going to have to diversify, and India is ideally poised to take advantage of this move.
So now let's understand the trade dynamics between the 2 nations.
The total goods trade, physical trade that we have between our 2 countries is roughly $89 billion, in which $53 billion is exports from India and $36 billion is exports of physical goods from US to India. On the services side, the Indian exports are $30 billion and the American exports are $24 billion, totaling to $54 billion, both for goods and for services, except for certain very specific items like travel and tourism numbers, which of course are heavily tilted in favor of the US inwards to India. I think the cooperation between our two countries, in addition to the trade and services, also covers a lot of investments, which is distinct from trade in terms of FDI and the sort of foreign inward investments that we are having into our nation from the US.
Firstly, we'll take a look at what India imports from the US, that is, buys from the US. So, US goods export to India in 2019 were about $34.3 billion, which went up by 3.3% from 2018. So, the top US export categories into India in the 2019 were mineral fuels, precious metal and stones, aircrafts, machinery, organic chemicals, agricultural products. While US exports of services to India were an estimated of about $24.3 billion in 2019, with an increase of 4.8% more than 2018. So now let's understand what India exports to the US, that is, sells to the US. So the US goods import from India totaled to about $57.7 billion in 2019, which went up by 6.3% from 2018. The top Indian export categories in 2019 were precious metal and stone, pharmaceuticals, machinery, mineral fuels, organic chemicals, and agricultural products. While US imports of services from India were an estimated for $29.7 billion in 2019, which grew by 3% more than 2018.
I think our engagement is very, very complementary to each other as two nations. I think the sort of products and services that we supply to each other are mostly very, very complementary. And I think this is also a major strength of our relationship. Of course, for us, the US is the largest export market, largest single export market, and it's the second largest import market for us. So both ways, US is a very important trade partner for us.
Although, with the real potential of the trade relationship of $500 billion by 2023 between the two nations, there are a number of unresolved trade issues which need to be resolved. So here, India is demanding exemption from high duties imposed by the US on some steel and aluminium products, resumption of export benefits to certain domestic items under the generalized system of preferences, and greater market access for its products from sectors such as agriculture, automobile components, and engineering. On the other hand, the US wants greater market access for its farm and manufacturing products, dairy items and medical devices, apart from cut-in import duties on some information and communication technology products. Also, the US has raised concerns over high trade deficit with India.
Definitely, India is the fastest growing large economy with a rising middle class that can make it increasingly attractive to US exporters. So US can't ignore India in any sense. As Mr. President-elect Biden is expected to address multiple issues which will endorse the already solid ties between India and the US, boosting trade and restoring the H-1B visas, which is another contentional issue. And they all will be the key points under consideration. We definitely need to resolve certain issues with the United States. Bilateral tensions have increased over each side's tariff policies. India has relatively high average tariff rates, especially in agriculture. Bilateral trade has some impact because of these tariffs. The United States continues to press India to address its forced localization practices such as in-country data storage, domestic content, and domestic testing requirements viewed by the United States as presenting barriers to trade with India.
Sunrise sector for India is MSMEs and the use of disruptive technologies like AI, robotics, which will be great help in improving the competitiveness. For the next few years, the experts claim that the goal would be to encourage and empower the small and medium businesses community through application of digital technologies and deepening bilateral engagement through mutual areas of interest like aerospace, defense, renewable energy and environment, life sciences and pharmaceuticals for both the nations to grow together.
If we are not able to resolve the big ticket free trade bilateral agreement with United States in a short span of time, and these work in progress situations may take several years, or we haven't inked one. So without overemphasizing the importance of a bilateral agreement, our MSME sector could be exposed to the US markets, plays a structural way of exposing them to United States. What happens in terms of the collateral impact of India's relation with United States? I think apart from services which has constantly hijacked the focus and attention, we should broad base the areas of engagement. I mean, I personally have seen delegations coming from various counties and big cities of United States with a lot of purpose. And similar effort is required on the Indian side, at least unless we are able to see the big bang. I think from an Indian side, there is a lot of homework which needs to be done. And I'm sure there is a world waiting out there with opportunities which are not only meant for the might and the big ones.